topics. First one is vector area, second one is solid angle, third one is electric flux, fourth one is linear charge density, fifth surface charge density, sixth volume charge density, seventh Gauss theorem. Now let's begin with first topic, vector area. What is vector area? The vector form of area is known as vector area. Vector area is equal to A into n cap, where A vector is equal to vector area, A is equal to magnitude of vector area, and n cap is equal to unit vector. Now let's begin with second topic, solid angle. What is solid angle? The angle at the center of the sphere formed by a part of the sphere is known as solid angle. Means ये स्पेयर है, अगर हम लोग स्पेयर का ये छोटा सा पार्ट अलग करके निकाल देते हैं, ये ऊपर वाला अगर हम लोगों ने इसे अलग कर दिया तो ये जो सेंटर है स्पेयर का, ये यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक कोई डिस्टेंस होगी और यहीं पे एक एंगल बनेगा, उस एंगल को ही बोलते हैं सॉलिड एंगल। जो सेंटर से और इस मतलब जो लोगों ने पार्ट निकाला है उसकी डिस्टेंस आर है। ओके, सो डिनोटेड बाय ओमेगा एंड यूनिट इज स्टेरेडियन। Solid angle is equal to area of part of sphere by radius square for small part of sphere. Delta omega is equal to delta area by radius square. For a complete sphere, omega is equal to A by r square. We know that area is equal to 4 pi r. So omega is equal to 4 pi r square by r square. So r square cancel out by r square. So omega is equal to 4 pi sr, means 4 pi steradian. Now let's talk about electric flux. What is electric flux? The number of electric line of force is perpendicularly passing through a surface is known as electric flux. Passing through that surface, it is denoted by phi e and unit is Newton meter square per coulomb. Phi e is equal to vector E into vector A, or phi e is equal to EA cos theta, where A is equal to area, E is equal to electric field, phi E is equal to electric flux. Now let's talk about fundamental unit and dimension of electric flux. Phi E is equals to EA cos theta, E electric line of force, Newton per coulomb, A is equal to meter square. So Newton is equal to unit of force. So force is equals to mass into acceleration. So mass is equal to kg and acceleration is equal to meter per second square. So kg into meter per second square into meter square by coulomb is equal to unit of current. So current is equal to ampere second. So ampere second, then kg into meter cube by ampere into second square. So kg into meter cube by ampere into second cube. So dimension of electric flux is equal to m L की power 3 t minus 3 a की power minus 1.
Now let's talk about linear charge density. What is linear charge density? Charge on unit length is known as linear charge density. It is denoted by lambda and unit is coulomb per meter. Linear charge density is equal to charge upon length. Its dimension is L की power minus 1 a t. Now let's talk about surface charge density. What is surface charge density? Charge on unit area is known as surface charge density. It is denoted by sigma. Unit is coulomb per meter square. Surface charge density is equal to charge upon area. Now let's talk about volume charge density. What is volume charge density? Charge on unit volume is known as volume charge density. It is denoted by rho and unit is coulomb per meter cube. Volume charge density is equal to charge by volume. Now let's talk about Gauss theorem. What is Gauss theorem? Electric flux passing through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge enclosed by that surface. So phi E is equal to 1 by epsilon naught into Q. So phi E is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Now let's talk about proving of Gauss theorem. Electric flux passing through a small element of closed surface. This is a closed surface and this is the small element of closed surface. So d phi E is equal to vector E into d a vector. So d phi E is equal to E d a cos theta. We know that E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon or Q by r square. So put the value. D phi E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon or Q by r square dA cos theta. So d phi E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon or dA cos theta by r square. Now electric flux passing through whole surface. So phi E is equal to close integration d phi E. So phi E is equal to close integral Q by 4 pi epsilon or dA cos theta by r square. dA cos theta by r square is equal to d omega. Then put the value. Phi E is equal to closed integral Q by 4 pi epsilon or d omega. Then phi E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon or closed integration d omega. Then phi E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon or into omega. Omega is equal to 4 pi. Then put the value. So phi E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon or into 4 pi. 4 pi cancel out 4 pi. So phi E is equal to Q by epsilon or. So this is the whole proving of Gauss theorem. Remaining part of this chapter we will continue in next video. Thanks for watching. If you like it, so please like, comment and also subscribe my channel.